knowns and why. 21 steps. It alludes to the 21-gun salute, which is the highest honor given any military or foreign dignitary. How long does he hesitate after his about face to begin his return walk and why? 21 seconds for the same reason as answered in number 1. Why are his gloves wet? His gloves are moistened to prevent his losing his grip on the rifle. Does he carry his rifle on the same shoulder all the time, and if not, why not? He carries the rifle on the shoulder away from the tomb. After his march across the path, he executes an about face and moves the rifle to the outside shoulder. Why? Protocol. What do you mean? Rules, manners, honor the dead. Churches can't even honor the living. Come to church with halter tops, shorts, and all that kind of junk. Told you, I may get off track. It's amazing to me. They dress better for their funerals they go to, or graduations, than they do for church. Ambassadors of what country are you from? Unkept, lazy, going to do it my way, full of your own pride, won't submit yourself to authority or protocol. Thank God our government don't have them out there in jeans and a t-shirt doing that stuff. They got some pride about what they do. He carries the rifle on the shoulder again, away from the tomb. After his march across the path, he executes an about face and moves the rifle to the other side of the shoulder. How often are the guards changed? Guards are changed every 30 minutes, 24 hours a day, 365 years or days a year. 6. What are the physical traits of the guard limited to? For a person to apply for guard duty at the tomb, he must be between 5'10" and 6'2", tall, and his waist size cannot exceed 30 inches. They could have got me in 1968. Anyway, other requirements of the guard. They must commit 2 years of life to guard the tomb, live in a barracks under the tomb, and cannot drink any alcohol on or off duty for the rest of their lives. What did they just say? Ted Kennedy ought to listen to that. But he couldn't because his daddy Joseph just got that prohibition over with so he could bring all his liquor in here from England. Yeah. They cannot swear in public for the rest of their lives. They cannot disgrace the uniform, fighting, or the tomb in any way. After 2 years, the guard is given a wreath pin that is worn on their lapel, signifying they served as guard of the tomb. There are only 400 presently worn. No kidding. Talk about character. The guard must obey these rules for the rest of their lives or give up the wreath pin. Convictions and character? And you always got the naysayers. Oh, I knew a guy who did that, and that was a bunch of jokes. No, go check it out. I don't think they can violate this. I really don't believe so. The shoes are specifically made with very thick soles to keep the heat and cold from their feet. There are metal heel plates that extend to the top of the shoe in order to make the loud click as they come to a halt. There are no wrinkles, folds, or lint on the uniform. Guards dress for duty in front of a full-length mirror. The first 6 months of duty, a guard cannot talk to anyone nor watch TV. We only have 1 month, remember March, if you do it? Yeah. All of duty time is spent studying 175 notable people laid to rest in Arlington National Cemetery. A guard must memorize who they are and where they are interred. Among the notables are President Taft, even Joey Lewis. How about that? The boxer. And he went to war. He wasn't like Muhammad Ali. They had character back then. Cassius Clay. And Medal of Honor winner, Audie Murphy, the most decorated soldier of World War II. Every guard spends 5 hours a day getting his uniform ready for guard duty. Eternal rest grant them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. That's what it says on there. In 2003, as Hurricane Isabel was approaching Washington, D.C., our U.S. Senate and House took 2 days off with anticipation of the storm. On the ABC Evening News, it was reported that because of the dangers from the hurricane, the military members assigned the duty of guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier were given permission to suspend the assignment. And you know what happened, right? They respectfully declined the offer. No way, sir. Soaked to the skin, marching in the pelting rain of a tropical storm, they said that guarding the tomb was not just an assignment, it was the highest honor that could be afforded to a service person. The tomb has been patrolled continuously 24/7 since 1930. Man, God bless and keep them, that's for sure. Talk about, we can be very proud of our young men and women in service, no matter where they serve. Isn't that amazing? Oh, it excites me. It shows me my lack of conviction and my lack of character, but thank God somebody's doing it. And the whole idea of things like that happening and taking place, the protocol that's in our nation still is the thing that's holding this thing together. When every man does that which is right in his own eyes, he's an island unto himself, he's a rebel. He has no authority over him. Ceases to be a civilization. It begins to get apathetical like we all are now. Don't thank God about nothing. Complain about everything. And the next thing you know, anarchy is going to start to happen. What is that? People coming from different areas trying to take what you got. And then you know what happens after that, right? You're going to have a tyrant rule over you. It's silently taking place now. And if I know my Bible right, this may be the time it goes from the A's to Antichrist. But, lest I forget about my forefathers, lest I forget about things that happened in this country that were good, lest I forget about those things. I should never forget about those things. Never. I should teach them to my children and their children to their children. Thomas Jefferson had some little things to say, and I'll just give you some of his comments right here. And once again, I pray that you're praying while we're even reading these things, because truth is just woven through our history. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing and necessary in the political world. And I think this is amazing. As storms in the physical, it is a medicine necessary for the sound health of government. When he's talking about rebellion, he's not talking about a chaotic state. They proved that by having the Declaration of Independence. They proved that by our Constitution. But blood has to be shed every now and then. When those rules are suppressing us and going against what we know to be true. This is just what he said before he even got into anything. Every citizen should be a soldier. This was the case with the Greeks and the Romans and must be that of every free state. Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. The democracy will cease to exist when you take away from those who are willing to work and give to those who would not. What signify a few lives lost in a century or two? The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. It is a natural. It is as natural as manure, he says. Like Apostle Paul says, everything I count but is dung. Yeah. My reading of history convinces me that most bad government results from too much government. I'm reading somebody in the 1700s, and they say they were stupid and ignorant men. That we've got more things on the ball now. That we need to change all that. Because we got better ideas. Sometimes it is said that man cannot be trusted with the government of himself. Can he then be trusted with the government of others? A democracy is nothing more than mob rule, where 51% of the people may take away the rights of the other 49. You don't hear nothing about no republic on the news. Why? They've been brain muddying us for years. Everything's a democracy.